lover of traveling or an addicted traveler, sojourner in any part of the world, particularly in West Africa, and you are actually wondering if in West Africa there are good airports that can conveniently convey you to any part of the world, and you're looking out for the best airports, particularly in these two countries, Nigeria and Ghana, look no further, search no further, because in today's episode, I will definitely be featuring the best airports we have in Nigeria and the airports we have in the motherland Ghana that definitely might stand to prove the best airports for these two countries in West Africa compared to our dear own host country here in YouTube in the United States of America, because definitely in the Western world we've got things going on there that we in West Africa, in Africa, are looking forward to upgrading, building in contrast and in comparison to what we have in the Western European countries, and looking at what we have for Ghana today and what we have for Nigeria compared to what we have for the United States of America when it comes to their airports, is definitely going to leave you speechless. It's going to leave you in shock, and it's definitely going to leave you with so much interest, education, entertainment, and what? Free knowledge of what you're looking forward to. And if that is what you're interested in, please kindly sit back. I will oblige you listen and watch till the end of this video, because every featured airports we have today is definitely going to give you detailed information. I mean in-depth information of all you need to know, what you need to know about this airport for Ghana, about the airport for Nigeria. And disclaimer here, this is in no form or in any way trying to bring down these featured airports or structures we have going on in the motherland Ghana and Nigeria. Neither is it definitely targeted towards demarketing or debasing any country, but definitely it is for the exposition of these airports we have in these two countries, right? So that the world can see what we have going on as the most beautiful updated airports in Nigeria and Ghana. So that, like I earlier on said, if you have intentions in using any of these airports or looking forward to the best airport or close to the best airport for these countries, as the case may be, you can look no further and have it on records that when next you want to use airports in Nigeria and Ghana, these are the targeted airports that you would definitely look forward to booking that flight, scheduling your trip, planning for your trip to any part of the world. So with that being said, let's take a walk down to the country Nigeria, all in the city of the Lagos, Nigeria, to our one and only most magnificent, beautiful, elegant, in fact, let me save it for later, what we have going on for the Lagos International Airport, in quotes, Murtala Mohammed International Airport. Ladies and gentlemen, today I introduce to you the most talked about, the all-known, most trending airport in the country, Nigeria, the most beautiful, trending, and best airports in the United States of America. Come with me and let me take you down to Nigeria.
Everyone's been talking about the Murtala Mohammed International Airport Terminal 2, and I recently visited, so I thought it was a perfect opportunity to give you a walkthrough. Let's see what all the hype is all about. Welcome, fellow travelers, to the all-new Terminal 2, which has risen like a phoenix from the ashes of a fire that engulfed part of Terminal 1. We're here to help you master the use of all the facilities, explore the latest upgrades, and guide you through the twists and turns of this modern terminal. Only people with boarding pass that have access. No more going through security anymore once they pass through this side. So if you're planning a trip through this airport, you're in for a treat. And what I'm about to show you will captivate you. Now, let's get you familiar with this brand new airport, which to so many of us it is, because this is the first time so many people will be making use of this terminal. So let's make navigation very easy for you. And we'll start right in front of Terminal 2. They have only one entrance, and this place used to be the drop-off point. With the volume of the passengers that are now making use of this terminal, they decided to move the drop-off point out. Now, this is where passengers get dropped off. If you're flying out of here, double check if your airline operates from the Terminal 2, that is this terminal, or the old one, which is now called Terminal 1. As you enter, you'll find yourself in this hall. It's spacious but not that big, but can contain you, all right? So you pass your luggage through this scanner. You're going to see the normal security guys that you meet first when you're going into the airport, and they're going to check your luggage to see whether you are conforming to the international standard of things to take and things not to take when you're traveling out of the country, all right? So you have the immigration, then you have the quarantine department. They're going to check your luggage, so be careful what you pack in your bag and make sure that you are the one that packs your luggage. So I'm going to go talk to the quarantine department.
We inspect whatever food item that you have and ensure that that food is fit for quick and easy. And then because of the quantity you are carrying, if you are carrying food in small quantity, after the inspection, and we see that it's well packed, well dry, we allow it to go. But if you are carrying at 20 kg, you pay a user fee to the problem, which is just 2,000 naira certification.
If it's up to 25 kg up, you pay 2,000 naira.
That's user fee.
A user fee. It's very official. Meat, donkey skin, it could be fried, but you can allow it.
We don't allow it
At all.
fried or cooked.
Whether fried or cooked or frozen, it is not allowed. Nigerians love pomo too much. So shame. So you can't travel with your pomo. So you know, taking frozen live snail out of the country is not allowed. If you're traveling and you have live snail, it doesn't matter whether it's frozen, please get it out, get it fried, and then you can now take it out of the country. After that is done, and if you're cleared, then please keep your eyes on the signs pointing to the departure. So we are in here. Everything is open and it's so spaced out. But one thing is that passengers usually do get confused, even me, because there's a way this airport is constructed, right? Passengers have troubles finding their airlines or even their departure gates, mixing it up with arrival. So don't make this mistake. This is arrival and going up is departure. But another thing that takes passengers here is because they only have one bureau de change in this terminal for now. So departing passengers most of the times have to get in here to get their money changed, but they are finishing the process of having another one upstairs so that departing passengers will no longer have access to the arrival hall. Now let's head into the departures itself. And it's either you take the escalator or you take the lift. If you have luggage, then you can use the lift. Once you come in here and don't know what to do or how to move around, then this is your best place. Their customer service desk, where all your questions about how to navigate through this airport or any problem that you have at this airport will be answered.
Hi, good afternoon. The lounge is our customer service. If you have complaints or inquiries.
Here, there are people that are top priority.
So the people eligible to sit in the lounge are pregnant women, nursing mothers, people with disabilities, the elderly and the sick passengers are the ones eligible to sit in the lounge. So once the check-in counter opens, we send them to the check-in counter. Then they check in and proceed to the boarding gate. Once they go and check in, we have enough space for others to come in because most of the airlines, they don't check in at the same time. So once a set goes in, another set comes in. That's it.
You can't miss this particular place. It's a lounge. This lounge is a protocol lounge for Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, and they use it as a holding point to provide protocol services for the corporate organizations that are registered under them. They have only one in this terminal. Paid passengers like you and I are not allowed to access this lounge. It's strictly for corporate clients of Protocol Department of Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria. And when I even asked them, they said they are processing the one that can handle passengers. You know, this airport is just being put to use now. So they're beginning to find where passengers need help, and they will eventually incorporate everything together. And it's really beautiful. It's cozy. Though I find it a little bit noisy. The check-in hall is nothing short of beautiful. This is $1 million facility that is sure to impress. If you have been to this terminal before, you will notice that this is not the way the airport used to be. A lot of things have changed. Yes, there used to be artworks here and there, a lot of beautiful decorations. Now everything has been taken down to create more room for passengers to navigate around, because more airlines are now using this terminal. But if this is your first time of seeing or passing through this terminal, you ain't going to miss anything. As you know, Terminal 1 experienced a fire incident. This led to a major shift. Airlines were forced to move to this gleaming new Terminal 2. Initially, only a handful of airlines operated from here due to some limitations, which I'm not here to talk about, but now we have a swarm of airlines serving you. Now, full operation has commenced. Currently, more than 12 airlines are operating from here, with orders scheduled to move in later this year. And the amazing thing here is that out of these airlines, we have newcomers. We have Ibom Air that just already commenced regional flight to Ghana. They have a space here, so you can fly to Ghana on board Ibom Air right from here. And also we have Ugandan Airline. This is their residence as well. Congratulations to both airlines. You have 60 check-in counters, and also they have check-in kiosks, but they have not started making use of it. It has been deployed here a long time ago, and then we're still waiting for airlines to queue into the system so that passengers can start making use of it. The only airline that have queued into the system here is Turkish Airlines, but other airlines, I don't know what they are still waiting for. Normally, what to eat, see, and drink are usually past security. Now they have one that is right at the departure hall, a kiosk here where you can get something to eat at least, and they also have a pharmaceutical store here, and this is very good. If you want to better secure your luggage, they also have the luggage wrapping corner where you can go wrap your luggage. In Lagos here, it costs 1,500 to get one bag wrapped. They have the convenience room by the side, and they also have for passengers living with disability. And the people working here take good care of this section. They keep it clean. So moving forward, I can't go in. So it's only people with boarding pass that have access. You will also find a newly installed e-gate. These are part of the new facilities, upgraded facilities to enhance travelers' journey. It used to be a passport control area.
Okay, go.
Passengers are just being introduced to this new facility, so let's go see how it works.
First of all, this is a boarding pass. And this boarding pass is the only thing that grants access through this exit. And through the boarding pass, if you look at it, there's a code. There's always a code on each boarding pass. So it's the code you place on the scanner. There's a scanner here. Look at this place, mommy. This place is only light. So that's why this is the place you are going to scan it. Once you place this thing here, the door will open automatically. So just give it a try.
This is the one I'm going to.
This is the code you are going to scan. You must place the code on the scanner.
Okay, that's all. Hello, ma'am. Oh my, she left her boarding pass. That is the thing here. If you leave your boarding pass behind, it starts beeping to alert the passport control agents here. So the woman just passed and left her boarding pass, and she's not just the only one. So many passengers have done the same thing. So be careful, make sure you pick your boarding pass once the gate opens for you. So when you pass through the e-gate and get into the immigration, now you get into the security. Check out their security scanning machine. They have even deployed a new enhanced security scanning machine. This is longer, which means it can now process more passengers during peak period. The airport has really upgraded. It's now time to go to your boarding gate. But for some of you that have a lounge access, now it is time to go to your different lounges. But before that, let's check out the boarding gate of Terminal 2. Unfortunately, not much people at the boarding gate. The peak times are on Fridays and Sundays. You can't get anything to eat here. There's nothing being sold there. It's an empty boarding gate. You have an option of eating at the departure hall, or once you're done through security, if you feel that you still have time, then they have 2 restaurants at the boat end after security. This place is brimming with potential. As with any transformative project, there are certain aspects that are yet to be unveiled. While the duty-free shops are yet to open, the art shop is already up and running, ready to offer you delightful souvenirs. Think of it as an opportunity to take a piece of Nigeria with you. They also have a prayer room for the Muslim brothers. So let's check out the site and see the facilities they have. From here, you can see the ramp. There's a lounge here. They have hotels here, food and drink, have a restaurant here as well. And this is a playground for children to burn off some energy after security. Though the airport has got a lot of CCTV to monitor whatever activities that's happening at the airport, but still, I would not advise you to leave your ward unattended. Okay? So now we're going to go. This is a restaurant, Things Remembered. If you're interested in Things Remembered food, they also have a place here, all right, after you have passed through security. So I'm going to go up to see the lounges. Passengers living with disability can take the lift. So let's dive right into the luxury vibes. This is the lounge here. The lounge is locked, and this is another lounge. They actually have 2 lounges here, and they have a hotel reception here. And for this passport control, they have it 2. One at this end and one at the other end. Now let's check out the other side. They have restaurants here as well. And here they have also 2 lounges, but only one is operational. So it's only one lounge that serves the whole of the airport. But if you're craving a peaceful escape, Artilia Lounge has got you covered. It's such a beautiful, beautiful environment. So this is it. It takes care of the business and first class passengers, and also they can take in other passengers. But bear in mind that priority goes to the passengers of the airlines they serve. Though I'm not flying today, but I have the opportunity of sitting down and talking with the owner while sipping on my chai latte. I hope I got the name correctly. This lounge is beautiful. I love the air, and then you have it overlooking the ramp, which might be the main attraction for lots of passengers. They might not just sit there and sip on their chai latte and then watch plane land and take off. I can see their aircraft when it's ready to board. Which airlines do you service here that make use of your lounge at the moment?
So we are partnered with Royal Air Morocco.
Okay.
Then we have our Sky. And then we're also partnered with Air Peace International. And now we're in talks with some other airlines. And everything that's new is always
beautiful.
You
missed your way?
Where are you going to?
As we explore these upgrades, connectivity is paramount, and Terminal 2 excels in this regard. But what I'm about to show you next will truly captivate you. Passengers that have their flight at the Terminal 1 also can board from here, do all the security check from here, and they just go straight to the Terminal 1. That's the old terminal, just straight to their boarding gate. No more going through security anymore once they pass through this side. So I don't actually know how that works. I'm going to go check it out so that I can understand how it works. Okay. Wow. So this is a very closer look, very beautiful look. I can see a piece Obina. I don't know where it is going to. Egypt Air just left now, you know. So this is the round. It is not as big. Even from here, let me see. What do they have here? Nothing much happening here. Travel safe and welcome. Beautifully constructed walkways seamlessly link the new and old terminal, making your transition effortless. And it's refreshing to see the walkway depicting the wallpaper from different geographical regions of Nigeria, creating a relaxed atmosphere. And it is absolutely beautiful and refreshing. The unfortunate thing is that passengers are so much in a hurry that they don't even have time to appreciate all these beautiful parts or look out through these big windows and have a beautiful view. But most of the times they are always in a hurry because they are confused. Even I was confused initially because I didn't even know there's a link between both terminals. I'm highly impressed they've been able to come up with this. It's amazing. So once you come in, this is the old terminal. Renovation will soon be on. I think they're going to be doing it in parts, actually. That's nice. But lights are still blinking. Hello. I'm sure we're really going to miss this terminal. It has served us well. A lot of memories are attached here.
I can't compare it.
You're not going to miss it? Oh. And there you have it. The new and improved Lagos International Airport Terminal 2 is a breathtaking upgrade, a night and day improvement over the old one. That is Terminal 1. While passengers may experience some initial confusion due to the terminal relocation and new upgraded facilities, we have shown you how to navigate the terminal and master these facilities. But I will appreciate it if airport staff are well trained and knowledgeable about the terminal layout. They should be able to assist passengers with directions and information. I encourage the passengers arrive at the airport a little earlier than usual to allow time for navigation and any unforeseen circumstances. But I know that over time, as passengers become more familiar with the new terminal, the initial confusion is likely to decrease. Change can be disorienting, but with the right measures in place, passengers will soon find it easier to navigate this beautiful terminal at Lagos International Airport. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Safe travels.
All right, guys, welcome back. I believe by now you are really elated, speechless, dumbfounded, happy, and impressed about what the Lagos Nigeria International Airport has going on. And mind you, we have a lot of airports in Nigeria, over 30-something airports in Nigeria, in quotes, right? And today, featuring what we have going on as an international airport representing Nigeria, I can conveniently say that it is mind-blowing, it is quite impressive, and it is very commendable and commendable for the country Nigeria. And the fact is, I never actually knew that this airport was this beautiful, was this updated, upgraded, and magnificent, right? As the case may be, it was in the course of my research I got to know that this is what we have going on, because it is something that you are interested in, you will definitely take a look at or take a glance at, and I believe that is why you tuned in to watch. So without any waste of time, ladies and gentlemen, come with me, let me take you to the motherland Ghana and show you what they have going on there in this 21st century and their recent updated innovation that is breaking records on the internet, particularly on the YouTube space. And I promise you, you will be left in shock, you will be left in surprise and excitement that this actually is coming from the motherland Ghana, representing West Africa, right there in the map of Africa. Now come with me, let's go. I'll see you later.
On Wednesday, the 16th of March 2022, Kotoka International Airport won the Best Airport in Africa for the third time. Kotoka International Airport named Best Airport in Africa for the third time by Archie World. Ghana's Kotoka International Airport, KIA, has, for the third time, been awarded the Airport Service Quality, ASQ. The Ghana's KIA topped the ranking as Africa's best airport by size and region, with a passenger population of between 2 and 5 million by the ACI's Customer Experience Award. Kotoka International Airport is an international airport in Accra, the capital of Ghana. The airport is operated by Ghana Airports Company Limited, which has its offices on the airport property. Some of these initiatives include availability of self-check-in systems, improved parking, enhanced security, capacity to accommodate additional airlines, and enhanced passenger shopping experience. In addition, Archie World Director General, Angela Gittens said, the Airport Service Quality Awards represent the highest possible recognition for airport operators around the world and recognize excellence in customer experience. Delivering a better customer experience is an important business strategy in an increasingly competitive airport industry. ACI's global ASQ program is the only one that not only recognizes excellence but also provides airports with objective measurement and benchmarking to help drive their performance. It seeks to make airports become more competitive and increases passenger satisfaction by providing them with the necessary edge over their competitors. Across the globe, passengers are demanding higher levels of service. Likewise, regulators are paying closer attention to airport service provision and quality of service delivery. Kotoka International Airport is an international airport in Accra, the capital of Ghana. The airport is operated by Ghana Airports Company Limited, which has its offices on the airport property. It is the sole international airport in Ghana in 2019. The airport served a record 3 million passengers, although this reduced to 2.1 million in 2021 due to the COVID-19 pandemic. It presently serves as a hub for domestic and regional operator Africa World Airlines and a base for domestic operator Passion Air. The airport consists of 2 passenger terminals, Terminal 2 and Terminal 3. Terminal 2 serves only domestic flights, while Terminal 3 serves regional, international and long-haul operators. Terminal 1 is presently no longer in use, but will be redeveloped into an FBO. Terminal 3 has the capacity for large aircraft such as the Airbus A380. The airport has been recognized as the best airport in Africa, 2 to 5 million pax per annum, for 2019, 2020 and 2021 by Airports Council International. Terminal 3, Kotoka International Airport, Accra. Airport operator and manager Ghana Airports Company Limited, GACL, broke ground on the construction of its flagship project, Terminal 3, at Kotoka International Airport, Kia, in March 2016. Airport operator and manager Ghana Airports Company Limited, GACL, broke ground on the construction of its flagship project, Terminal 3, at Kotoka International Airport, Kia, in March 2016. The new terminal construction was completed in June 2018 and it was opened to traffic 3 months later. The project is a part of GACL's capital investment program that involves the construction of a new terminal at Kia, the only international airport in the country, and the rehabilitation of other regional airports managed by GACL. The existing 2 terminals will be able to reduce operations with the new terminal, which is expected to handle up to 5 million passengers a year, with an expansion potential of up to 6.5 million passengers. The 2-year expansion at Accra Airport is expected to generate 900 temporary jobs and 760 permanent jobs during the operations and maintenance phase. Kotoka International Airport's expansion objectives. The expansion of Kotoka International Airport supports the country's ambition to upgrade its vital infrastructure by modernizing and transforming the Kotoka Airport into a gateway for West Africa and as a regional aviation hub. It also contributes to the country's economy by facilitating market connectivity and reducing business costs. KIA's expansion also supports the Ghana Shared Growth and Development Agenda that emphasizes the need for rehabilitating and expanding infrastructural facilities in the transport sector. The project is also in line with the priorities identified in the National Airport System Plan 2014. Kotoka International Airport's new terminal design details. The new terminal at Kotoka International Airport was designed in accordance with the latest International Air Transport Association (IATA) requirements based on the optimal service level. The access to the terminal is provided through a new main road, which was constructed as part of the project. The main entrance is located in front of the central check-in hall, making it easy to enter the terminal. The check-in hall incorporates expressive forms reflecting Ghanaian culture and values. A surface car park is located within a walking distance from the terminal. The new terminal can handle up to 5 million passengers a year with an expansion potential up to 6.5 million passengers. Accra Airport Terminal 3 details. Designed for international traffic, the new terminal has 5 levels spread across an area of 45,000 square meters. The terminal features 6 contact stands for Code E aircraft and 2 additional remote stands. The new terminal has the capacity to process 1,250 passengers at peak times, large retail and commercial area, 3 business lounges, 6 fixed links and 7 air bridges expandable to 8. Parking spaces are available with the capacity to handle more than 700 cars. The departures level of the terminal features 56 check-in desks, 30 passport control counters, including 4 e-gate positions and 8 security lanes. The arrival level has 24 immigration counters, 4 e-gate positions expandable to 8 and 4 baggage claim areas. A fully automated baggage handling system designed in accordance with the latest European Civil Aviation Conference Hold Baggage Screening (ECACHBS) requirements is also provided to handle 3,500 bags an hour. Terminal 3 project financing the program $400 million investment includes renovations to the GACL-owned regional airports. In September 2015, the African Development Bank, AFDB, approved a $120 million loan with a tenor of up to 15 years for the project. It is the first private sector investment made by the bank in Ghana's transport sector. The remaining costs were financed partly by AFDB and partly through corporate loans from other development financial institutions and commercial banks.
A few months ago, Ghana's Vice President, Dr. Wodemaya, announced a game changer for air travel in Ghana, which was about a next generation e-gates at the Kotoka International Airport.
In fact, before the end of this year, if you arrive in Ghana at Kotoka Airport, you don't even need to go to an immigration officer. We are putting together the e-gates. You put your Ghana card, it will open for you, and you pass and enter. The e-gates will come into work in Ghana before the end of this year. In Ghana, before the end of this year. We want to move this country. We don't have to waste time doing things that we don't need to waste time on. Let's get things done productively, and then we will make so much happen.
What was once a promise is now becoming a reality, and that is what you are seeing on your screen. So how does this work? You simply scan your Ghana card at the e-gate. If everything checks out, the gate opens. No need for a face-to-face with immigration officer. Just walk through and go about your day. But this isn't just about convenience. It's about transforming Kotoka International Airport into a world-class airport, one that can handle more travelers efficiently and seamlessly. It's also about aligning with global standards where biometric self-boarding is fast becoming the norm. This initiative is part of a broader government push to digitalize services across the country, making life easier and more efficient for every Ghanaian. Beyond the airport, Dr. Wodemaya has also expressed a desire to engage with religious and faith-based organizations to manage schools better, especially focusing on discipline. He sees these discussions as crucial for the future of education in Ghana.
I want to train 1 million youth in IT skills, digital skills, 1 million youth to create jobs. Because they don't even need to have a certificate. All they need is to be able to read and write. That's all. We are starting even with some kalianeIsabelli. We are going to train them in digital skills. KalianeIsabelli. Our children have an aptitude for it. They don't even need qualifications. But if they can read and write, we can train them. And when we train them, they can sit here in Cape Coast or wherever and be working in America on their tablets, in Canada, in Australia. They don't have to even travel. We want 1 million youth trained. Because this is where the world is going. We have to prepare our youth for that and all of that to happen. Tourism will be huge because it creates a lot of jobs. I want to focus on tourism, the creative arts. It's a huge area for the job creation for the youth.
So the next time you fly into Kotoka, get ready for a smoother, faster experience because the country is stepping into the future one scan at a time. And that is all for today's episode. Please let us know your thoughts and suggestions in the comment section below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video for more videos like this. My name is Sheriff Haruna. Have a joyful life and see you in the next one. Macrao.
Welcome back, guys. Like you have seen. Oh my god, is this an airport in Ghana or an airport in the UK? Kotoka International Airport in the city of Accra, Ghana, the motherland Ghana, left me in shock indeed. And by the time I was done taking a look at this airport in my course of review and research, and I was like, really? So Ghana has this going on, and so many others as well that they have as international local airports going on there in the city of Ghana. But for today, I just had to pick this out of many and feature it so that you and I and the whole world at large will see and know that indeed Ghana got a lot going on when it comes to their airport. You can see in detail, just like you've watched and heard, what it is all about. And I must say, I am impressed. Well done to the good people of Ghana, and well done to the country Nigeria. You see, if you do not even calm down, take your time, you will definitely not know that these countries, or most countries in West Africa, in Africa, got a lot going on. And I promise time to time we'll be doing more of this here so that we will know that we as West Africans, have a lot going on and actually have room for improvement, for upgrade and innovations, right? And to add to what we have going on for Nigeria and compared to what we have going on for Ghana, I will say, just like we see that Ghana has their own country airline, which is quite encouraging and appreciative of, I want to say this actually should be a thing and a target for the country Nigeria, right? So that Nigeria will have its own airline, like Nigerian customized airline. That would be very, very innovative, inventive, and well thought of if Nigeria would definitely come up with their own country's airline, right? And that's what I think should be added alongside every detailed information you've heard for Nigeria. So ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, we've seen what we have going on for Ghana and Nigeria as countries in West Africa and in Africa. Now let's take a look at what this actually is compared to the LaGuardia International Airport in the United States of America, New York City. And we'll be right back to draw our final conclusions and reactions on this video.
New heights.
Yeah, people stuck there on delays, at least taking in a better airport. The airport's multi-billion-dollar makeover unveiled nearly 2 years ago, and now what once would have been thought impossible is reality. A new survey now ranks LGA as the best airport of its size in the country. News Source Andrew Siff has been there to cover the worst of it. He's there now to cover the better news, Andrew.
Right, David. We're talking about airports that serve between 25 and 40 million passengers per year. So that's most domestic airports. We're not talking about the giant internationals like JFK or O'Hare, but most of the domestic airports, LaGuardia continuously ranked at the dead bottom last year after year, and now at the top of the charts. Even after an $8 billion renovation, it's still jarring to hear New Yorkers describe LaGuardia like this.
It's a beautiful airport. We've been commenting the whole time we've been here. It's gorgeous.
Adjectives no one could have envisioned when VIPs used to say of the old airport.
If I took you in blindfold and you took you to the LaGuardia Airport in New York, you must think I must be in some third world country.
A decade after that remark,
I am really pleased to announce that LaGuardia Airport was rated at the top of its class.
The Port Authority said an independent survey of thousands of airline passengers released today ranked LaGuardia #1 for a mid-sized U.S. airport.
Well, it looks great. I haven't been here in a while, so the improvement is really, really well done.
This is not a bad airport. I prefer this to JFK.
Better light, wider concourses, and high ceilings among the enhancements that won top marks. Officials hoping they're now officially past the days of disgrace.
And yes, Lauren Michaels, the memory of SNL's sushi skit is still lingers.
You're buying sushi at LaGuardia Airport? Have you lost your damn mind?
LaGuardia's days as a punchline for late-night comedy writers and for jokes is now finally over.
Of course, the airport isn't perfect. They scrapped an air train and still recommend people get here by bus. The landmarked Terminal A still floods in heavy rains, but many passengers have already turned their attention to other airports that have yet to win those customer surveys.
It's much better. Now they have to do JFK.
Quote, some third world country.
The Port Authority took the hint and got to work on what is now a state-of-the-art world-class airport. On this episode of Airplane Mode, I'm thrilled to let the world know. LaGuardia, it's good now!
My first reaction walking into this brand new space is it's huge. If you've flown through the old airport, you've noticed cramped spaces, definitely not anywhere for social distancing. Here we've got all of the space, and right now the airport's only between 10 and 15% capacity, but I can picture even with a full space, there's plenty of space to move around. When you think of the old LaGuardia terminal, windows and natural light do not come to mind, and it's the exact opposite here. There's so much light, it's such a bright space. And look, can you imagine LaGuardia having art? This is one of the world's longest mosaics. So there's little icons of all throughout New York City. So we've got the Apollo Theater in Harlem. We've got an Everything Bagel, my favorite. We've got the Empire State Building right over here. And there's even a Metro card.
The centerpiece of the terminal is this gigantic sculpture, Shorter Than the Day by Sarah Z. It uses hundreds of images of the sky above New York City, documenting the passage of time and changing celestial conditions.
This thing weighs 10,000 pounds.
The common theme around all of these renovations is flexibility. From demand-based rotating check-in counters to expandable security lines, there are a ton of key changes that truly make LaGuardia a modern airport.
One of the things I love at Terminal B is these flexible self-check-in kiosks, and so you don't need to go to one specific to your airline. You can actually check in for Air Canada, American Airlines, United, or Southwest at any of the kiosks in the terminal. Unlike at the old LaGuardia, where each airline had its own dedicated check-in area, they're flexible here, and so these 4 that you see behind me can be assigned to any airline so that one can take over more space when it has more flights. If one area gets backed up, with the flick of a switch, the American counter can become United. You'll notice different measures throughout Terminal B to help keep people safe, like these plexiglass dividers at the check-in counters, and constant reminders as part of this Travel Smart campaign to use face coverings and keep your distance. The new security area at LaGuardia has a total of 16 lanes, and they can be used flexibly, so if one line gets overwhelmed, they can just open up another one. We just went through security, and it's definitely a better experience. You don't have to go into that tight little booth. They have this new millimeter wave technology, and you just stand there quickly with your hands like this, and you're through. Now we're going to go over to the main gate area, and so right up that escalator, that's where all the fun happens at LaGuardia.
One thing LGA was not known for is concessions. Previous incarnations of the airport had small kiosks peppered around tiny hallways. The best you could really hope for was a snack from Hudson News or a prepackaged turkey wrap, but the new concessions area is stunning.
This kind of feels like walking through duty-free at an international airport, so you get hit with the concessions right away. You've got plenty of options here. There's snacks to go.
January of 2024, and I'm looking out for anything different. Terminal C is not finished yet and is still evolving to get to its final form for the future. While most of the exterior looks the same since my last update, I noticed that the facade at the west end of the old C terminal is gone, and so is the old Delta sign. That's a part of the airport where I'll be spending some time once I get past TSA, as well as another part that's new. I can't wait to get inside. Before I enter the terminal, I pause to look back on the changing west end of the terminal. TSA, there's nothing new to see, so let's work our way airside to examine something big. See this? This is the old D terminal, and no one can ever go in it again. More on that later. Of course. Although we see windows, it's actually called a sky deck because the ceiling can be open to the elements depending on the weather. That's all I really can show you. If Delta made it easier for me to get diamond status like it was in the past, I'd have access. But now I'm headed to the western side of Terminal C because the concourse there now fulfills a unique design idea. I'm headed to the area I pointed out when driving in. This is the entryway to gates 60 to 69, the western concourse, which we can see from this window. Look familiar? This part of the airport hasn't changed since the 1990s. Instead of being rebuilt, it's been refurbished instead. A food court in the old Terminal C, but that's now gone, and in its place is a Starbucks. This is what the space looked like not too long ago. Goodbye, old food court. I'm impressed. I'm continuing along to the west to get to the gate area, and those skylights look very familiar. Behind me to the right were two gates that no longer exist. This is what that gate area used to look like. To turn to the right, just like I've been doing since the 1990s into the old concourse. And here it is, fully completed, bright and airy as I descend a little bit lower on a down ramp. This is the same ramp that's been there since the beginning of this terminal. It's just been refurbished. This area opened up in stages, with the area that you see on the right side opening up while the left side was being completed. Now the left side is opened up, making it one continuous space. At the bottom of the ramp there used to be a wine bar, but that vendor is gone, opening up the space even more. The skylights really helped, and I love the decorative wooden touch that was added, keeping the style consistent with the rest of the new Terminal C. The restaurant on the right side is the same restaurant that was there before the remodeling. The floor structure has been completely demolished and replaced with a new terminal. What a great space, and it's very, very similar to the other concourses. Consistency in colors is evident throughout this terminal. Previously, this part of Terminal C had two very different looking concourses. It's a very familiar space, but it's very, very new. It's a very interesting feeling. For a moment in the new area before heading back into the temporary tunnel before we head towards the east. That's the old D terminal down there. And for the first time since the 1980s, I can't go in it anymore. Let's take the beautiful main corridor in that direction. The entry to gates 80 to 89 is now open. To get to the new gates and the old D terminal gates, you previously had to walk to the east end of the airport and take a temporary tunnel back around. Now, it's just a straight walk to those gates in an area flanked by some beautiful, brand new, and fancy restaurants. This place is a feast for the eyes. Similar to gates 70 to 79, there is a massive space that you need to descend to get to gates 80 to 89. That's the gate level down there, and the initial part still doesn't have gates or
All right, guys, you can see I'm already beaming with smiles, and that's why I said there are countries in the world, and there are definitely countries that set the precedent, that set the standard for other countries to follow, right? And this is in no way definitely trying to say that we as West Africans are not trying, but to whom more is given, more is expected. Just as we target to improve, to do better, to upgrade in all ramifications, not just in terms of infrastructures in all angles. Looking at what the LaGuardia International Airport actually looks like, we can say that yes, we are trying, and we still have a lot to do, and we still have a lot that we have done and we're coming from. And by the grace of God, looking at what America has and some other countries in the world, which time to time here on this space, I'm definitely going to be featuring different infrastructures in Africa, in West Africa, particularly Nigeria and Ghana, compared to other countries in the world, other countries in Africa. Because how can we really be sure that we are doing well for ourselves, we are actually working hard for ourselves as countries in West Africa, that despite our challenges, despite our shortcomings, despite our differences, despite our culture, despite everything that really puts us apart and binds us together, we are doing well for ourselves as fast rising countries in West Africa, as fast rising countries in Africa and Africa to the world. It is only then, having seen, having watched, that we can come to a realization and a conclusion that yes, we are actually doing well for ourselves. And today, I want to say well done to the good people of Ghana and Nigeria, the country Ghana and Nigeria, the leaders, the citizens, and every sector and segment that is actually working hard on a daily basis to put these countries in West Africa on the spotlight in the map of Africa compared to what we have in the map of the world, just like our guest and our host featured country, the United States of America, down there in the New York City. And guys, at this point, I want to say it is left for you to say for yourself what you think about today's episode. And I want to say thank you so much for patiently, if you've watched to this point, for watching to the end of this video. Thank you, and God bless you. I will kindly oblige you, leave your thoughts, your opinions in the comment section constructively, and tell me what we have to do better, where we have to improve as countries in West Africa, particularly today, the motherland Ghana and Nigeria, and I will gladly respond. And with this, I will say we've come to the end of this episode. For more videos like this, if you actually did enjoy, let me know what you would like to see next for the motherland Ghana and for the country Nigeria in terms of their infrastructures, education, hospitals that are really making waves and putting themselves out there in the map of West Africa and Africa to the world. And I will gladly put it out here compared to another country, interesting country in any part of the world that you would gladly want us to take a look at, or definitely in West Africa that will definitely bring out and liken it to other countries, European, Western, Asian countries in any part of the world, right? Remember that our goal here is to expose, to analyze, react on things, infrastructure, citizens, countries, name it, whatsoever we have going on that is worth talking about, worth reacting and analyzing on, right here in Nigeria, Ghana, in countries in West Africa and Africa to the world, to entertain, to educate, inspire, motivate, not just you, your spirit, your soul, and your body, not to demarket, demote, demean any citizen, any country, but to inspire each and every one of us as individuals, as citizens from different parts of the world, different parts of the countries in West Africa, to strive to do better regardless of our differences, our races, our culture, and what have you. Exactly, that is actually what we do here. And if you're just seeing this beautiful face for the very first time, hi, this is Civic Inspirations, aka Victoria. Just like you've rightly heard what we do here, it is what it is. I say it just the way it is, undiluted, raw and undiluted, just to inspire, motivate, like I said, not just you, your spirit, your soul, and your body. And I promise you will not have it as a dull moment right here on this space in Civic Inspiration. So think no further before hitting the subscribe button. Kindly hit on that button that says subscribe. It's totally and absolutely free of charge. Remember to turn on the bell icon so that whenever a new video or episode drops here on this platform, you will be the first to get notified, right? And remember finally that you owe yourself nothing but your peace of mind, your sanity, and your happiness. Definitely try to always keep it happy, real, and safe out there till I come up here again in my next episode. But for now, do have a successful, a peaceful, a blissful, and a happy day or week out there. And I will see you by the special grace of God in my next one. But for now, bye guys. Mwah.